Hello, I'm Marie from tospeaktous.com. I'm going to give you some words to practice pronunciation and some phrases to go with those words. If you'd like to follow along, the words and the phrases are in the description below. And we're going to talk about coffee. So, we couldn't talk about coffee unless I tell you our best coffee shop in Canada. The most popular one is Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons. It's our favorite coffee in Canada. It's actually owned by a Brazilian company, but we still claim it. Tim Hortons. So, words to practice. Black coffee. Black coffee. This means I just want coffee. Don't put anything in it. Black. Black coffee. Decaffeinated. Decaffeinated. Or shorten it. Decaf. Decaf coffee. Decaf coffee. 2 sugars. 2 sugars, and I know it's not countable, but in this case we say sugars. 1 cream. 1 cream. 2 milks. Doesn't sound right, does it? Because milk is supposed to be uncountable, but in this case you can say 2 milks. Coffee with a shot of espresso. Coffee with a shot of espresso. I want it a little bit stronger. Fresh pot. Fresh pot. Caffeine. Caffeine. Cappuccino. 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 The stress is on the chin. Cappuccino. Iced coffee. Okay, this can be tricky. Iced coffee is simply coffee with a glass of chunks of ice, big pieces of ice, and they pour the coffee over the ice. Iced coffee. Iced coffee. Light roast. Light roast. Dark roast. Dark roast. You may hear someone ask you, how do you take your coffee? How do you take your coffee? What does this mean? What do you put inside the coffee? Cream, sugar, milk? What do you want inside the coffee? How do you take your coffee? I would like a medium coffee. I'd like a medium coffee with 1 sugar and 1 cream, please. I'd like a medium coffee with 1 sugar and 1 cream, please. What size coffee would you like? What size? Okay, so we all know large, medium, small, right? What size coffee would you like? Could you tell me what you call a medium coffee at Starbucks? Because they use special names. Could you tell me, what do you call a medium coffee at Starbucks? Grande. That's the English way. I know it sounds terrible. Grande, grande. Oh, I'd like a grande dark roast with 1 sugar and 1 cream. I'd like a grande dark roast with 1 sugar and 1 cream. Do you have a fresh pot of decaf ready? Do you have a fresh pot of decaf ready? I think I'd like to change that to decaf because I've already had a lot of caffeine today. I think I'd like to change that to decaf because I've already had a lot of caffeine today. I've already had a lot of caffeine today. I've already had a lot of caffeine today. Sometimes when you're sitting in a restaurant, the server will ask, they'll have the pot of coffee in their hand and they could say, would you like me to warm up your coffee? And you're thinking, are they going to take my cup, go to the microwave and warm up my coffee? No, they're not going to warm up your coffee. They're asking, do you want me to put more coffee in your cup? Do you want me to fill up your cup of coffee? But sometimes we don't want that because our sugar and our cream and everything will be messed up. So here's your answer if you don't want any more coffee. No thank you, I'm just about finished. No thank you, I'm just about finished. Okay, so now that we've gone through the words, we've gone through the phrases, you can go through again and listen to it and try to pronounce the words and the phrases with me. Or you can go look at the other videos that I have provided. There's all kinds of different topics with pronunciation, and there's also vocabulary, business, all kinds of things and new vocabulary that you can check out. You can look at my website, tospeaktous.com, or you can search on YouTube, tospeaktous.com.